In case you were wondering, yes, the Barcelona papers were full of the news about Ferran Torres potentially going to Barcelona today, leaving Man City and heading off to Catalonia. Ferran Torres, deal done basically, signed. This is all the Catalan press saying so, and as we were telling on yesterday's show, it will be dependent on whether Barcelona can shift some players. Anyway, Pep Guardiola has been asked about this. This is what he said. It's not done officially. I know they're negotiating, it's close, that's all. When he knocked on my door and said he wants to leave, I said leave. I want happiness in my players. If you're not happy, you have to leave. We're not a club where presidents and CEOs say, no, you have to stay. The career for a football player is short. If he wants to leave and all the clubs have an agreement, I am happy for him. Well, now let's welcome in Sid Lowe to talk a little more about this and focus on La Liga. Sid, welcome in. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Marcotti last night about this whole deal. We're talking of 65 million euros with the add-ons here. Where are Barcelona getting this money from?
I imagine that would be the question you were going to ask, something along the lines of how does this happen? Essentially, Barcelona have an enormous loan that enables them to do this financially in terms of actually paying for the transfer fee, and I'm sure that there will be some sort of agreement with Manchester City to spread the payments across time as well. I think in terms of actually putting Ferran Torres into the team, that's a slightly different part of this, and that of course is to do with the salary limits and essentially the Spanish league's equivalent to financial fair play. Now, for that to happen, as the Barcelona director of football, Mateu Alemany, said the other day, they need others to leave first. Essentially, they need to be able to free up space within that salary limit. And of course, in part, that's being done by the departure of Sergio Agüero in order for Ferran Torres to actually be registered. So there are two slightly different things. One is the ability to buy him. The other is the ability to register him. And then, of course, there's a much broader question, which is essentially the one that you're asking, which kind of overarches the whole of this thing, which is whether in the financial situation Barcelona are in, they can genuinely afford to do this. Well, of course, that becomes a decision about balancing the football side of things against the financial side of things and deciding whether this, in the short, medium and long term, is worth doing. And of course, they've decided that it is.
Money aside, Craig, there's been a lot of talk about whether this fee is too much for Ferran Torres, but this is goals that we know this player will bring to a side. Is that too high a fee?
Modern day, fees have just got ridiculous, haven't they? I mean, he's been injured a lot, particularly recently. I just think it's a bit disappointing that for whatever reason, he seems keen to go back. I mean, maybe he wants to be back in his home country, but he's at a club that are challenging for every honour at the moment. I know Barcelona are a huge club, but they're miles off the pace in the Liga. They're miles off the pace. They've been embarrassing in Europe so far this season. It is a huge rebuilding job, whether Xavi's there or not. And Manchester City, under Guardiola, are already the real deal. So, in that sense, apart from being homesick, maybe I don't really see the need to be rushing back.
Sid, we're seeing images of him here for Spain with the national team, and we know what he's done there so far. How highly is he rated back in Spain?
I actually think that's a question with an answer that's not as clear-cut as people might think. I think there's a huge amount of admiration for what he's done with this very young and very dynamic Spanish team. He's seen, I think, as the player most likely to score goals within that Spanish team and therefore someone who could fit into the Barcelona model and score those goals for them. But I do think that the Spanish national team, after everything that happened this summer, and this includes Ferran Torres as well, is also a team where people are not sure exactly how high the level is just yet. So whether this is a player that really will be the absolute star of a really, really good team, or whether he will be a component part of a team that plays very well. And so I do think there is a sense that there's a kind of an excitement that Ferran Torres is coming back, a sense that this is a very, very good player who could well be a very good player for Spain for a long time to come and could help to lead Barcelona forwards. But I don't think that there are many people in Spain who necessarily see him as that sort of transformative signing, shall we say. So this isn't a Haaland or an Mbappe. It's not that level, and I don't think anyone is seeing it at that level. But I think there is a sense of that, and I also think there's on a kind of a human level, there's a feeling almost of bring him home, make him happy, and see if he can become even better than he already is.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.